Hey everyone, it's Sam. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be memory planning the week of September 27th through October 4th. I am using this Friday the 13th kit from Scribble Prints Co. And I am pairing it with the Blood Spatter foil bundle from Moonlight Paper Co. in the red. I also have the Blood Spatter overlays, header overlays, and bottom washi 15mm overlay from Sticky Essentials. I layered the Blood Spatter down first, and then I put the bows down on top, and I think it looks super cute this way. I did use the 15mm yellow from the Coraline kit. I think it matched very well, and it broke up that black because the original one, I bought it just in case I decided to use that too, but I figured it was too much black, so I wanted to use the yellow to make it stand out a bit, and I think it was the right choice with the Blood Spatter and the bows on top of that. And then the blood drip on the bottom looks fantastic. The foil binder that you saw, you did see that it had like bloody handprints, but I did not use those because I just think it might have taken away from the full boxes. So I just used the blood drip and the Blood Spatter boxes to cover each. And also you'll see towards the end of like my base, I was watching Rosie plans, not her most recent plan with me, I think the plan with me before, but she had mentioned Randy from Planner Pixie Co. She created a like booklet instead of just an extender because she wanted to use all the boxes, and I had all of these red foiled horror characters from Sticky Essentials that I got that she had for, I don't know if it was a $2 Tuesday or something, or just new releases, but I wanted to give it a try, and I probably should have put down like the Blood Spatter behind them, but I made a little booklet which you'll see. So if you want to check out how I did it, I did not record it, but you can check out Randy of Planner Pixie Co. her video. I think it was the Glam Planner Spring Mystery, the ice cream kit. You can check out that video there. She shows you like a step-by-step on how to do it, and it actually worked out very well. I love how it turned out. But yeah, I did not ask for any questions for this video. I probably should have, but it's going up late because it's Friday the 8th currently, and I wanted to get this video up today so it wasn't delayed any further. Oh, there's my booklet. But I actually love the book. I love the booklet. I think it's a fun way because I know like Glam Planner kits, there's always so many boxes that I want to use, and I never have room for them all. So instead of just doing like a whole bunch of extenders, that's a little bit fun, but it is a little chunky at first. It has flattened down a little bit, but it is still chunky, pretty chunky. Also, I did use the Friday the 13th freebie from Sticky Essentials that she had for when it was Friday the 13th. It was a freebie, and it is in silver foil. It is the only silver foiled item that I used in the kit. But yeah, I'm just putting down the date dots. And so while I'm still doing the base, because I think that there's still a little bit of time to go, what do you all think of the SPC mystery bundle? I had asked on my Instagram, not a lot of people, a couple people had answered and given some thoughts about it, but let me know what you actually think of it. I did not purchase it. I'm kind of happy I didn't, because I actually just got the two kits that I wanted. I don't have them yet, but I will be getting the two kits that I wanted out of the bundle that I really enjoyed. The other ones I saved a bunch of money on. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on if you liked it, if you got it, if you're happy, if you're not happy. Are you happy you got it? Happy you didn't get it? Honestly, the print impression book binder keeper thing, I thought it would have been a different color, but it was not. It was a pink, which, shocker, I mean, he has a pink one, so I don't think that that was very special, in my opinion. And the kits, I am not an anytime girl. If you've seen my plan with me, you know that I kind of go with seasons and how kits go. So when there are just anytime kits, I hardly ever use them. So the two kits that I want, that I'm getting, I think they work well for spring, so I will use them for spring. Other than that, the other two, they would have just sat, and I don't think they're very popular anyway for people that I've seen, to be honest. That's just my opinion. And the foil, I am over the Luxe foil bundles. I'm over the Luxe of anything. Like, I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. So that's my opinion. If you want to talk about it more, leave a comment down below, send a message in my Instagram, and we can talk about it. But I'm just putting down the blood spatter overlays from Sticky Essentials. I liked them a little bit better. They're more condensed, I guess. But I love the foil, like the blood spatter and the foil drip on the full boxes that I had used. Sorry, I paused it, so I don't know exactly what I just said. But I'm so happy to finally be in like full spooky mode. As you know, like the past couple spreads I've done have been spooky, but this is super Halloween, and I'm so happy that SPC did redo this kit, because when she released it last time, she wasn't like, she didn't keep it in the shop longer. It sold out, so she didn't bring it back or anything. So I was happy to know that she brought it out, because scary movies are my favorite. I love the Scream movies. I love the Halloween movies. I love Freddy Krueger. So all of them. And I think with this kit, I think the added overlays from Sticky Essentials really kind of tie in the kit even more. I should be getting into the day by day, and I'm not actually having my planner in front of me at the moment, so wish me luck. This might be a hot mess. I did take pictures of them, so I can pause if I needed to come back to see, and you might not notice if I pause it or not. But yeah, so starting off with the day by day, or did I do the sidebar? I might have did the sidebar last. I don't remember. I did this last night. I filmed out the base last night, but that's okay. So starting off on Monday, I used a patterned fancy label to mark that my mom had woken me up at 1 a.m. because she went to go take a her, like, an ibuprofen, and she accidentally had taken her blood pressure medication a second time that day. So she was up, and she had called me and left me messages and stuff, and I was sound asleep, so I didn't hear anything. But she woke me up with like a 1 a.m. scare, because she was waiting for the doctor to call back to make sure everything was okay, and it was, thankfully. But I used a Paper Shire little witch vanilla to mark that looks like it was scared. I think it's from the emoji sheet, to be honest with you. I don't really know. Then I wasn't feeling well, because it took me probably till about 3-4 o'clock to fall asleep in the morning, so I wasn't feeling well, and I used a sick munchkin from Once More With Love to mark that on a little thing. And then on a patterned piece of washi, I used a day off script from the Moonlight Paper Co. bundle to mark that I requested the day off. Also, while I'm putting these down, if you don't know already, I am part of the Moonlight Paper Co.'s PR team. You could use my code SAM15 to save 15% and get my freebie. And also, if you haven't already, she is doing a like 12 days of foil bundle on sale until the 15th, I believe. And then it's going back, it's $75 for 12 bundles of foil, which I think is fantastic. So go get you some. But then in a patterned half box, that was from the freebie, I used a little Freddy Krueger from Once More With Love to mark that. I basically laid in bed all day. Then I had a YouTube binge, so I just used the laptop icon from the kit. And then on a patterned, I think a fancy label, I marked with a GP Studio 2 cats that I marked that Ian and I had a like TikTok cats of TikTok binge at night before we went to bed, which was super fun. Then on Tuesday the 28th, I used a patterned little box, fancy box, to mark that it was Ian and I's 8-year dating anniversary. I can't believe we've been together for 8 years now. But I just used a Casper and Wendy from Paper Shire to mark that. And another patterned piece of washi. I did use another day off script because I still wasn't feeling well, so I took the day off as well. Then moving on to the second half of the day, on a patterned little thing, I marked that I still wasn't feeling well, and I used a little poop icon from Papershire to mark that on one of the Halloween sheets. I didn't haul these sheets, and I probably won't, to be honest, because I don't know when my next haul video will come up, but they're super cute. Then on another little thing, I used an olive from Olive Studio to mark that I had a migraine and a stomach ache. After that, I used on another little thing, I used a nail polish icon from the kit to mark that I painted my nails, which is this purple that you can see how terrible it is. Then after that, in the red label, I marked with a sleeping mask from the foil bundle that I slept in most of the day. All of the day, pretty much, actually, because like I said, I still wasn't feeling well. Then on the last little thing, in yellow, I used a little Georgie It character in a little raincoat to mark that it was a rainy day. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was payday, so I used a skinny piece of washi with the payday script from the foil for that. Then on a patterned fancy label, I marked that it was a busy day, so I used a 0 from Nightmare Before Christmas from Once More With Love, and a busy day custom script from Moonlight Paper Co. to mark my busy day. Then on a patterned little thing, I used the car icon from the foil to mark that I had to run to a friend's house. And on a solid fancy label, I then marked that I ran up to Lowe's, and because somebody had posted in one of the groups that I'm in for plants that they had all of their indoor plant section on clearance for 75% off. So of course I had to go up and see. Sadly, mine was not on sale, but I was able to find one of the plants that I've been looking for. It is a Swiss cheese monstera. I am obsessed with it. I've been looking for one at a decent price for a while, and I couldn't find one. I found one, and it didn't have a price tag on it, so I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost, but I took it up to the register, and the girl that was there, she's looking, and she tried to find it, and she was having zero luck, so she ended up looking at it. She's like, I'm going to give it to you for $4.95. Excuse me? Because I'm pretty sure it was like a $25 plant, but I wasn't going to say anything, and I used this Plant Mom girl from Papershire for that. Then on another fancy label, I marked that I went to TJ Maxx to look for some pots, and I did use a Glam Planner Kismet girl to mark that. Then on another fancy label, I marked with a Benella eating a burrito that I went to Chipotle for dinner. Then on a little thing, I used a ghost face from Once More With Love to mark that I filmed. Then with a TV icon from the kit, I just marked that it was Chicago Wednesday. And of course, I'm speaking faster than I'm putting down stickers. Whoopsie. Moving on to Thursday. I shouldn't really move on because I have to see what I'm doing before I actually do it. Alright, moving on to Thursday. The first thing I marked was that my mom had got me 2 new plants. She got me one from Weiss and one from, I think, Lowe's or Home Depot. I'm not quite sure which one. But I used a half box from the freebie with a happy little icon with a cauldron to mark that. Then on a little thing, I marked that I ran to the gas station, and I used the car icon from the kit for that on a patterned little thing. And of course, I'm just fixing everything because I need to make sure that the things are straight. Then on another little thing, I marked that I had a migraine, and I used another little Once More With Love Jason to mark that, because I figure he has an axe in his hand or a machete looking thing, so I figured that would work for having a migraine. And of course, I'm slow. I probably should have sped this up just a tiny bit, but I didn't. Hang on one second. Because I'm outside with Zoe right now, and she has a walnut in her mouth, and she won't give it up, so I'm trying to get it out of her before we go back inside. And I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. But moving on to the second half of the day, the migraine script also is from Moonlight Paper Co. It is a custom that I had made. On a fancy label, I marked with an olive from Olive Studio that I recorded a voiceover this day, probably for the Plan With Me Before. And then I think it was the Spooky Pumpkin Patch, honestly. And then I marked that I uploaded the Plan With Me using a Munchkin from Once More With Love holding a spooky planner. And then after that, I marked using another fancy label that all fall shows were like officially back on this day. I think these were like the last few. Actually, no, I think The Rookie might have been on Sunday, but like Grey's came back, Station 19 came back, and I just wanted to mark that all my fall shows were back on. So I just used a like spooky movie icon character sheet from Papershire to mark that. Then moving on to Friday, on a solid fancy label, I marked that I got my period this day, and I used a little like undies icon doodle from Moonlight Paper Co. to mark that. Then on a little thing, I marked that using a like leg cramp icon. I went to go help my mom burn boxes, and I had tripped in one of the pieces of like blacktop, and I had hurt my ankle. I think I might have sprained it, but I hurt it real bad. So the like cramp icon that just says ouch fit well for that. Then in a quarter box using a devil from Papershire, I marked that I burned boxes. I think the like emotion sheets are like very versatile from Papershire because it matched for burning boxes. Then on a little thing I don't know where the Band-Aid is from. I think I got it from a D-stash actually, so I can't tell you where it was from, but excuse me, I marked that I wrapped my ankle. And then on a fancy label, half box, fancy pattern label, I marked that I started watching Squid Games, and I used Jigsaw from the Saw movies to mark that. And let me tell you, I have never been more nervous and have high anxiety, which I marked last, over a show in my life. I started it, the first like half hour of the show was just like bleh. But after that, my heart was in my stomach was in my throat. I didn't know what was going on. It had me like on the edge of my seat, screaming at the screen. I was obsessed with the show. I watched it in 2 days. But like I would watch it again. I would hope for season 2. I'm not sure because K-dramas really don't do multiple seasons, I've read, so I'm not 100% sure. But I am obsessed. Like I'm looking to get a sweatshirt and a pillow and a blanket because I just love it so much. But then to mark the high anxiety from the show, I just used the skeleton from Beneva Creations to mark that. And then on a little thing with the bed icon from the kit, I did mark that I just relaxed in bed for the day. Or night, I should say. Moving on to Saturday. Zoe. Alright, I'm back now. I'm not sure what had happened. I paused it because I was outside with Zoe and she had a nut. But moving on to Saturday, I used a piece of patterned washi and this real old school like nope middle finger sticker from Bubba Bear Studios to mark that I slept in or that I was up early. I don't remember. It's either one of the two. Then on a patterned fancy label, I used a Glam Planner Girl with a rose to mark that I went to O'Malley's with my mom. It is a greenhouse, a local greenhouse. And I got myself a string of hearts, which I have been looking for. And I used a little Planet Papery monster with heart eyes to mark that. And inside of the little pot that it came in, there was a string of turtles cutting. And I've been looking for one of those. That's what I originally went for, and they didn't have any. Hi, kitty. But I got a little free piece, and hopefully it will be able to be rooted. So I just used a Cloud 9 Munchkin to mark that on a patterned fancy label. Then my mom and I went to Big Lots to get some Halloween decorations. So I just used this little stamp from Paper Shire, this Halloween stamp, on a little thing for that. And on a patterned half box, I used a Mind Blown Munchkin from Once More With Love to mark that I finished Squid Game. And oh my fucking god, I seriously, like, I know I've talked about it just recently for Friday, but like, it was so well done. It was such a good show. I'm obsessed and I might watch it again. Moving on to Sunday, on a pattern fancy label, I used a clapper, movie clapper from Olive Studio to mark that I filmed my October kit lineup, which is now live on my channel, so you can view that to see what the rest of my kits will be. On another fancy label, I used the TV icon from the foil to mark that I caught up on on a lot of the fall shows that had come out. Then on another label, I used the grocery card icon from the kit to mark that I had a grocery run, and I used the script from the foil. On a patterned half box, I used Chucky from Once More With Love to mark that I decorated the front porch, which looks super cute. If I remember, when I post my picture tomorrow of the full spread, I'll add like what my porch looks like outside, decorated. Then on the little thing, I marked using the filming camera from the bundle that I filmed a plan with me, which I'm gonna say it was probably, I don't know which one it was. I think it might have been the rest of Spooky Pumpkin. And then I uploaded, oh no, it might have been actually this spread I filmed. It might have been the base for this one. And then I uploaded my kit lineup video. So I used a Munchkin uploading from like the film edit upload sheet to mark that. So that is my entire spread. And I don't know if can you hear? Hold on. Piper sitting here on my planet purring away. And I hope you could hear it because she's just the little cutest. Yeah. But again, I'm slower. I probably should have sped this up just a tiny bit, but that's okay. But I will show you the final spread before it's all filled out. And if you get this far in my video, let me know what is your favorite scary movie. I might have asked that before, but I'm not sure. Oh, and actually let me move this. Okay. In my sidebar, I marked that all the fall shows came back, and I used a little ghost sitting on a couch to mark that. And then the second one was like that we did like all the Halloween decorations and stuff, and I used the little mummy icon, Mummy Munchkin from Once More With Love for that. There's everything before the pen, and then I'm just going to fill everything out here. I'm so excited. I've already started watching some spooky movies, but I'm going to watch some more. I can't think of, is it Shudder? I think I want to sign up for Shudder this week so I could watch Slasher Season 4. I think that's my plan. But I'm going to have some, I think this weekend I'm going to have some spooky movie marathons to watch and film, because I did film the base already for my next week, which is the trick or treat week, which is the like extra spread, like bougie spread from Glam Planner, which I'm so excited to see that all filled out, and I'm so excited for you to see it all done. But yeah, Halloween is my favorite. Any ideas of what you guys are using for your Christmas spreads yet? Because I need to make my list, and I need to make my foil list for my November kits, and then start really thinking about my Christmas kits, because I'm loving some artwork that's coming out. The new exclusive from Glam Planner is just beautiful, and I cannot wait. And I'm also picking up, I think, the Thanksgiving kit too from Glam Planner. So it'll be, excuse me, it'll be 2 Glam Planner kits back to back, but that's okay because I think the Christmas one that she just showed the sneak of, I think that will be a great like 1st December kit. But I'm starting to like them. The exclusive from Pink Diamond Planner Co. was beautiful, and I might get my hands on that kit to use. So I really need to kind of figure it all out. But anyway, here is everything almost done. I never know what to say at the end. But I don't want to throw music on like I used to either, because that was just tedious and a pain in the ass. Well, same difference. But, yeah. Okay, here is everything. I will show it in my planner in a second. There's a sneak from last week. If you haven't seen it, the video is up on my channel. There's everything. I love the red for this kit. I love these colors. I was unsure at first, but like I really love the stark red, blue, and yellow. I love the bottom washi that I did too. I'm glad I picked the Coraline yellow because it just makes it better in my opinion. But I hope. Oh, and there's my little flip through of my little booklet. There is one kind of extender that I want to try, that I might play around with. I might get like an extra double box one time and try it out. But for now, I love that idea too. So here's everything, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!